What's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Welcome to day 321 of Diabetes and Not. The daily vlog that I do to show you how I combat this type 2 diabetes with the 1-2. You feel me? Yo, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you can keep up on all things Slim Jim Longfoot, such as my product reviews, my how-tos for the small YouTubers, my live streams that I do, my daily vlogs that you're watching right now, of course, and my art video series, GOAT 1408 TV. Shout outs to the members of the live chat crew, which consists of Every Gavala the Greek Goddess, Lady Capricorn Terror, Mashana, Queen Candace, Sexy Trees 1408, KianaVision, Diamond TV, and last but not least, my sister, big sis of YouTube, Latanya Porter. Yo, happy MLK Day, happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. As I try to every year in my life, I will be watching the official holiday observance for the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who of course was born on January the 15th, 1929, and killed by the government on April the 4th, 1968. Of course, y'all know last year was a crazy year, so I'm quite sure it's going to be vastly different with this service this year due to the events of 2020 and the pandemic that is basically still ongoing. Shout outs to my folk, Melody Rain, who came into town yesterday. I didn't get a chance to see her, but she was selling some of her lingerie in Atlanta yesterday, so that's awesome because she does lingerie now. If you want to know more about that, check out her channel So Posh on the YouTube here. And she of course is also a singer. She was featured on episodes 44 and 112 of GOAT 1408 TV. And also episode 98 where I was showing the making of her channel art for So Posh. I'm warming up right now because it was cold outside. I just got me some bacon. I'm about to fix me some pancakes. So we're about to do a little montage, baby. You know what I'm saying? How we do in the 80s style, whatnot like that. We're going to do a little montage real quick. So that's why this is probably going to be well, I've done a couple of edits in my past daily vlogs, but this one right here is going to be somewhat edited as far as, you know, the beginning part, and then we're going to get back to our normal, you know, live stream type of, you know, format. So, you know what I'm saying? Cue the transition, and here we go. And we are back, Goat Nation. Yo, I'm kind of mad right now because I went to look at Fox 5, you know, which used to be WAGA TV. Well, it still is WAGA TV, Fox 5 Atlanta. Back in the day, it was owned by CBS back in the day before 1994. But all my life, I have seen the service marking the anniversary of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth. They had been doing that on Channel 5 since before the official holiday first being observed in 1986. It was wrote into law back in 1983 by President Reagan. I'm gonna tell y'all just like this. I'm gonna tell you just like this here. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know why the service ain't on. Obviously, we got the pandemic going on, so it can't be a full house, like it was last year and every year since. But need to figure out what's going on. I don't know if it's online right now or what, but it's not on TV. So it's supposed to at least be on TV. So I don't know what's going on. But I'm about to take half of this little metformin real quick to start this thing off. I hope y'all enjoyed my little montage that I did. I'm making my meal. I showed y'all the first pancake I made. The second pancake came out a little but it's still gonna get ate. Before we get into this thing, I got pancakes, 2 pancakes, some sliced up cucumbers, and some bacon. Voila, magic. Sugar-free syrup. Gonna get into these numbers from yesterday, y'all, before we, get some blood juice going today. You go a little something like this, y'all. Go a little something like this. Numbers for yesterday. For the, I knew it was something missing on that. I didn't write the dates down at the end throughout the whole week. Knew something was missing. So 111, 112 would have played as well. 113, 114, 115, 116. And 117. So for yesterday on the 17th, the numbers go like this. Before breakfast was 252. Before lunch was 193. And before dinner was 168. So we made our way back down to the 100s. I don't know what they're gonna look like this morning, but we're gonna see. Right now, the current time, as soon as I finish writing this down, current time is, y'all, let's see, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, and 124, which is my cousin Lolita's birthday. All right, let's see. The numbers for, I already told y'all what the numbers was for yesterday. 252, 193, and 168. Now we're about to work on the before breakfast numbers of this morning. Current time right now is 10:26 a.m. And I was looking forward to seeing the service. Let's see if it's online or something. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. Okay, I see it saying changes. So it's going to be a virtual worship service. I guess that's cool, but oh no, that's at somebody else's church. I'm looking for the one in Ebenezer. I know the Reverend of Ebenezer Baptist Church where Martin Luther King Jr. preached at, where the service was held every year throughout all of its years commemorating his birth. It was just recently pastored by Raphael Warnock, who now is about to be sworn in as the first black senator from the state of Georgia. So congratulations to him. But back to the task at hand. 2020 has definitely been a year of visionaries making, their situation, come to pass. You feel me? And so that's what we got to look at, moving forward. That's my aim moving forth. You know, making your visions become reality. If you didn't get a chance to do that in 2020, and if you still here breathing, that means you got a chance to do it right now. Am I right there, Grand Hustler?
Yes, sir.
All right, Grand Hustler in the building, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get some real thinking, some real thoughts into play, you know what I'm saying, in this whole situation right here. And, you know, I wish I could talk to y'all more directly, but of course, as you know, these are not live streams. These are pre-recorded for those that are new here. This is a pre-recorded conversation. But, you know, hopefully you still, of course, take it into consideration on the motivation and procreation of your dreams becoming reality. Something of that nature, you know. And I ain't got all the words like MLK got them, but you know, I got some of them though. I got some of them. And it's funny to talk about it now because, like, you know, I'm older than Martin Luther King Jr. was in his lifetime. Like, he was in his 30s when he got killed, and I have now surpassed that. And you know, it's quite a trip. You know, it's quite a trip. Like, that's quite a trip. Like, my sister was a baby when MLK was assassinated. And so, and that was 12 years, 8 months, and 20 days before I was born. So, you know, and in the annals of time, you know, it being now over half a century since that occurred, you know, it's a trip on what that time in history meant to the future of, you know, our society, our world that we're in. To start off, I'm at 223. That's where I'm starting off at, and we're gonna work our way down from there. On the 23rd, I will be starting my Eat Green challenge. This will be my April, June, August, October. This will be my 5th Eat Green challenge. So anybody who wants to partake on that, wants to do that with me, definitely, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get yourself started. You feel me? You know, once we do it, I'm going to start on the 23rd, and we're doing that from the 23rd until the 27th. So basically, your 3 meals per day should be all greens. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's green vegetables or even green fruits, you know what I'm saying? You know, make it all green. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my first meals coming out of the hospital that I was working on, when I first got out of the hospital, I was eating cucumbers, spinach, and sliced up green apples. That was definitely a go-to meal for me because, you know, I liked it. It was light. It was healthy. It was cool. If you look back at my early days, you know, that's the cool thing about numbering these days right here. You can go back and see what's going on as far as, you know, everything that you're doing. You feel me? So that's what the move is. And now, since I got Grand Hustle back in the building right here, Grand Hustle, what are your thoughts on the legacy of Dr. King?
See, what are my thoughts on the legacy?
Mm-hmm.
My thoughts is that man, that was an inspiration, man. He was a leader. You know, he fought for our civil rights, and he put the people first. Man, this man been gone for years and years and years, decades and decades, and we celebrate his day and observing to get a day off for work and all that, but that's still not enough to celebrate that man. The times that we're living in right now, with everything we're going with the COVID and the politicians and stuff like that, and a lot of the people, especially in the state of Georgia, came out and voted, and that man fought for us to do all of that. He's a word can't even describe how phenomenal that man is, and I wish I would have had one day that I could have met this man and shook his hand and tell him thank you for everything you've done for us as people of color and different races like that, and he's just phenomenal.
That part. We, of course, do know someone who did meet Dr. King as a kid. My dad, the Archer, met Dr. King when he was a kid. And I myself had the chance to meet his only living sibling, Mrs. Christine King Ferris. Me and her had the same doctor back in when I was in high school. I met her the day that I got cleared of my chicken pox back in April of 1996. And last year, no, not last year, the year before last, in 2019, I finally met Reverend Bernice King. I met Reverend Bernice King when she was speaking at Georgia Tech, where I worked at during that time. And I was like as close as I am to my iPad. That's how close I was to her, you know, when I got a chance to see her. She was talking to someone else at the time, so I didn't get a chance to directly, you know, converse with her. I didn't want to interrupt that conversation with, hey, Reverend King, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was cool right there. So, and I have met Martin Luther King III before as well. He came to our school when I was in the 6th grade. He came to my school when I was in the 6th grade. So those are 3 members of the King family that I've met, you know, in this life here. So that was cool. I always wanted to meet Mr. King, Coretta. I always wanted to meet her. Didn't get a chance to. Other than finally seeing, you know, her burial place with her husband back in 2016 for the first time. I know, been in Atlanta my whole life, and the first time I went to the King Center was in 2016. Crazy. Oh yeah, that's good. Everyone else watching this, you know, leave your thoughts below on the legacy of Dr. King and what his life and what he did in his life mean to you. Because at the end of the day, we in 2021, y'all. We still got a long way to go. Not as far as we had to go during his lifetime, but we still got a long way to go. And that's very apparent with what went on last year in 2020 and what went on even this year, at the beginning of this year in 2021, when those pale-faced terrorists stormed the U.S. Capitol and showing the world the vast difference between those peacefully protesting senseless killings of people who were unarmed and of color versus these armed thugs storming a national building. Because there is nobody on this earth that would have the slightest inkling that if those people were black, that would have went the same way. That would have been the most gruesome massacre in history videotaped had those people been black and did that same thing. All you had to do is just change out the skin complexion, and if those people were black doing that same exact thing or attempting to do that same type of thing, they've been getting mowed down like it was a zombie movie. You seen zombie movies and folk got the guns, they've been shooting them like Rambo, like, you feel me? Say I'm wrong if you want to. You on crack. Just saying though. Anywho, you agree with that Grand Hustler? Oh, he wasn't paying attention. I was saying that them folk that stormed the Capitol were all black. They were getting mowed down like it was a Rambo movie.
Well, the slaughterhouse.
Real talk. All right, y'all. Let's see who was here yesterday for the shout out, shout out, shout out. Hey, 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 shout out, shout out, shout out. Hey. All right, y'all. Here we go. In the regular comment section, we got Diamond TV said, yes, Eat Green Challenge 2021, Goat Nation. Hashtag Goat Nation, can't wait. And I'm going to say to that, like Fonzie say, hey. And then Latanya Porter said, hey, bro. And I say, hey, sis. Oh, forgot to tell y'all what I ate yesterday. I told y'all what my numbers were for yesterday, but I forgot to tell y'all what I ate. What I ate yesterday, I ate. Jesus, I didn't put down what I ate. Now I'm trying to remember what I ate. I know I ate last night. For Pete's sake. Okay, now I'm trying to remember. Okay, I know what I ate last night. I'm trying to remember what I ate for lunch. Oh, I know what I ate for lunch. Oh yeah, I ate scrambled eggs and cucumbers. And for dinner, I had grilled shrimp, spring rolls, and cucumbers. Okay, boom. And that's what I ate yesterday. And for breakfast yesterday, I had the Kroger brand of Honey Nut Cheerios. That's what I had for breakfast. Now, for the for the live chat premiere comments, we got, let's see what we got. We got Lady Capricorn Terror, Devon Rose Vision in the building. Who else we got? We got Sexy Trees 1408, Diana Kims for the first time in the building, Shutterbug Infinity. Who else we got in the building? Michael Marshall in the house. And I believe, yep, that's it. That's everybody who was in the building. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Meantime, between time, I'm about to finish up my breakfast and about to get back into the Shameless Marathon. I am about to get started on season 8 of Shameless. Crazy show. Shout outs to Grand Hustler's brother, Willie. That's who got Tanya into Shameless. Willie got Tanya into Shameless. He was always, every time she talked to him, he was saying, I'm watching my Frank and Monica, watching my Frank. Did you start watching Shameless when it first came on, or when you started watching?
I started watching it first.
So you've been watching it since 2011. I heard of it back then, but I didn't know what was going on with it. I think I remember seeing a commercial one time when I saw Frank in the robe. I saw William Macy in the pink robe, and I was like, what he got going on? Is because you ain't got the face to be playing no I'm trying to be a woman. I was like, what's going on with him on this show? And so now I know what's going on. Now I'm 7 seasons in. I know what's going on now. And I know this 8th season is going to be super crazy. And I can't wait to get caught up where I'm in the current final and 11th season. Everybody on the show is freaking crazy, straight up. I don't want to spoil none of it right now because some of my friends here are still watching, like KianaVision. She's catching up. She was on season 5 last. I spoke to her, so she been catching up on it too. So if you haven't watched that show yet, if you love a crazy show, if you love watching dysfunctionalness, definitely check it out. Anyway, this video ran long enough. Video playlist. I'm gone. One love.